things that are happening at Festive Creations. So come on in and say hey. And there's the text message. Yay. Perfect. All right. I think I'm good to go. If I had two hands, or if Gary would put up with it, I could ask Gary to come in and help out, but you know, he wants to relax and enjoy his evening, and I hate to bother him. So but come on in and say hey. And as always, you guys know I love to hear where you're from, so please drop your address. No, just your state, city, state, either one is fine. But hang on, because I'm going to tell you about what's coming up in November. If you've never been around Stephanie in November, I do a Thankful November every year. I think this is my 5th or 6th year I'm doing it. And every year is a little bit different. Charlotte, I know, right? I feel bad because I haven't had time to go live. And so I even told Eli, I said, do not let me sit down without going live. So he's supposed to be watching after me, but I think I've got it. All right, let me copy this in. I'm actually going to be making this kit, so I thought I'd give you the link to the kit. Paste. There we go. And then I'll pin that for you. Karen, hello. Debbie, good to see you. And we've got Wisconsin in the house. What else do we have? Roberta, I packed your order today. If you guys ordered over the weekend, Heather was off today, a scheduled day off. And hey, Brenda. So, you know, this old lady got to pack orders today. I didn't get them all done. If you placed an order on Sunday, it is not done yet. I haven't sent it yet, but we'll get it tomorrow. Not a problem. But I did get all of Friday and Saturday orders out the door. You guys took advantage of that sale really well, that Christmas ribbon sale. Yes. West Tennessee in the house. Hey, Miss Pam. Hey, Frank. Happy Monday to you. Diana is in the house. Love it. And as always, guys, help a sister out. You know, as a small business, some of the smallest things that mean a lot, and they help out our businesses a lot. So anytime you can spread the word, if you know somebody else that might enjoy watching, maybe they just need some inspiration, but just by spreading the word or even tagging them in the comments really makes a big difference on putting food on the table. Let's just say it like it is, putting food on the table. All right, so I am going to be making one of our newer wreath kits. It is the Holly Jolly wreath kit. So it is all of the things that I'm going to show you here. We'll get started. It's going to come with 4 rolls of ribbon. My bad. 4 rolls of ribbon and a partridge in a pear tree. But this guy is so fun. Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. He's super fun. I paired it up with a metallic frame and that emerald green mesh. And I actually brought a few extra things because we're going to talk about how you can just spruce things up. Linda, hello. Happy Monday. Carol, good to see you from Arizona. Carol, I am live. Oh, Central Florida, Diana. Pam, thank you. Bless your heart. What was I going to tell you? Oh, Carol, I am also live on YouTube. So for those of you that are watching on YouTube or watching the replay, hello. I guess I should introduce myself then, huh? My name is Stephanie. If you don't know who I am, I'm Stephanie Williams. I am the owner of Festive Creations by Stephanie. I teach people how to make beautiful things. I also sell supplies to make those beautiful things. And I teach people how to grow their online business, which segues into what I've got coming up. So you guys know November is right around the corner. First, we're going to get through Halloween. We got to do trick-or-treating this year. Yay. My order's first name is Dorothy. On my orders, my first name is Dorothy. Oh, okay, Elaine. Thank you. Julie Falk, did I just see you? Hey, Melissa. So after we get through Halloween, then we jump right into November. So every Monday during the month of November, we're going to do what I've called a lunch and learn. Lunch and learn. So here's the surprise. Surprise is, first of all, I have asked you, what are your biggest pain points? What would you like to know more about when it comes to creating? And you guys have all given very consistent answers. And that is that you want to be more proficient at making bows. Surprise. Surprise, surprise, bows. Teardrop swags. You want to learn more about swags. You also want to know more about how to pair up ribbon. And grapevines. Does that all ring a bell? Does that sound like you? Guess what? Every Monday in the month of November, I'm doing a lunch and learn, but I'm not the only one that's going to be in that lunch and learn. So let me see if I get the dates right. November 11th, we're going to have a guest designer. His name's Cody Henshaw. His website is How I See It blog. And he is an amazing designer. He's also in my mastermind course, and you will love him. And his personality is so bubbly and out there. You guys are going to love his personality. So Cody will be a guest designer, and he's going to be showing you how to pair up ribbon, and he's going to talk about ribbon. Then on, don't quote me, I can't remember which one. Donna Mullins, she has On a Whim Designs. She's also going to be a guest designer, and she's going to be designing a grapevine. So I just shipped Donna a box of our Blooms and Greenery box and some extra stuff. I'm going to ship out Cody some of our ribbon bundles, or at least one ribbon bundle and some options, so that he's got some tools to talk to you guys about. I'm definitely going to be doing a teardrop swag, and I actually am trying to find one more. I'm waiting on a response from one more designer to do bows. So anyway, that is so exciting. And during the month of November, I give back to you. So this is one way that I know I'm really loud, that I'll be giving back to you, is giving you this information, this training that you guys have asked for. But I also do giveaways all month. So be sure to catch me live on Monday, every Monday, or catch the lives on Monday. And every Monday in the month of November, we're doing a lunch and learn from 12 to 1 Central Time. And I will have a lot of surprises for you. Trust me. Good evening, Yvonne. Hello, hello. Oh, yay, Frank. I know. Isn't he awesome? Love me some Cody. Love me some Cody. So yeah, super fun, exciting. And I'm really looking forward to having the guest designers. And Kathy, you also love Cody as well. Awesome. Some of you are familiar with Cody. Donna actually has, it's On a Whim, WHIMM, by Donna, D-O-N-A, one N. She always says, I spell my name the right way with one N. She cracks me up. You know what we're going to do something a little different. So I'm going to leave that one there for a minute. So I'm going to cut 20-inch strips. I'm going to cut 18 of them, and then we're going to come back and cut some 10-inch strips on the second row. Tampa, Florida in the house. Marilyn, I think I packed an order for you today too, right? I'm pretty sure it was yours, Marilyn Chamberlain. Look, after all the orders that came in over the weekend from that ribbon sale, it's like a big blur. And then when Heather's off, she's like, Stephanie, you know you gave me Monday off, and you're running this sale. So she actually was trying to pack as many orders on Friday as she could that came in on Friday before she left. She felt bad. You've watched Cody and Donna. Awesome, Diana. Yep. Donna is so flippin' talented, and she's got a different style than I do, But we all do. All the designers have their own style, and I love that. And you should too. If you are learning, or whether you're a novice or professional, it doesn't matter. We all need to find our style. And, you know, we pick up bits and pieces and tips and tricks from all kinds of different designers. But at the end of the day, do you know what? At the end of the day, I shut off Facebook. I quit watching all the designers, because then, first of all, it was making me spend more time on Facebook than it was actually putting my traits to good use. But it's less confusing. So when I shut down Facebook and I go to my craft room and I was like, you know, I like the way he did this or she did that. And I finally said, no, you know what? I've got the technique. I know how they did it. Let me find my technique. And it worked. So it's so much more, so much less stressful that way. That's for sure. Marilyn, right? I'm trying. Yes, Diana, it does make it interesting. I'm telling you. And of course, I was just with them at Mastermind at North Carolina. And so, you know, we get all together, except, you know, I'm not, and I'm in a totally different generation, right? I'm going to be 64 this year. I don't think either one of them is they're about half my age. So, you know, they're down there watching movies till midnight, 1 o'clock, sometimes later. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm already in bed. I am not bashful about going good night. You do not want to have Stephanie without adequate sleep. I get really grumpy, and I have to have a minimum of 5 hours sleep. Less than that, I'm going to be grumpy. Absolutely. Okay. All right. So here's what I did. The first, done. The first roll I cut at 20 inches, and this one, so in this kit, you get 2 rolls of mesh. So in the second roll, I'm going to cut at 10 inches. So we should have, well, B, I know it has been a while. How are you? Yay. Miss G. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. So this one is going to be 10 inches, and we're going to need 30, let's see. Oh, do the math for me. 18 and 18. Yep, 36. Okay, so we're going to end up with 36 of these. All right, let me see. I need a weight or something to hold down my mesh. And my table isn't big enough. I actually have a mesh holder, and but my table is so small. By the time I get the mesh holder and everything else on here, I don't have any elbow room, so I have to pick and choose my battles. That's for sure. Cody is a good one for coming on later in the evening. Diana, see, that's what I mean. I don't get to catch him live, but I can watch replays on my time. Definitely, I'm on my time. So how many of you are hot and heavy into decorating or designing for Christmas right now? Or are you about done? You know, it's such a weird time. It's just a weird, this awkward, October is kind of awkward, and November gets even worse. Yvonne, right? Absolutely. I'm your younger sister. Crazy busy, long story for Messenger or somewhere else. Health-wise fine, though. I'm glad to hear that, B. Yes, you'll have to bend my ear when time allows. Absolutely. But, so November really starts the wonky season, and we've already started to see the transition. I've seen Mardi Gras start to go out the door. I've seen Easter. If you watched my reel here last week, I was like, holy cow. 5 craft fairs in November. Oh my gosh, Debbie. What were you thinking? Are they all one-day fairs? So that's what kills me is the 2-day fairs. Telling you. This last one I did about whooped my butt. I had to take the entire next day off, and that's unheard of. Ask my husband. He's like, she's a workaholic. She never stops. Doing Christmas for November show, but October went so darn. I know it did. I'm right there with you, Linda. Cody's page is How I See It blog. How I See It blog LLC, actually. It's an interesting, I can try to find it here. Hang on a second. Oh, they're all one day. Okay. So that's a lot of setup and tear down though, depending on, you know, what all you're taking. And of course, I obviously know that you're taking some centerpieces. I have not yet had an opportunity to, so it's been really busy around here as well, trying to find the balance for everything. And Debbie was kind enough, per my request, to share some photos of some centerpieces she did using our Blooms and Greenery box. So I'm super excited to share those with you all. That'll be coming up. I try to get all of my posts done early and share all that information with you. Okay, there we go. But yeah, November's already started to pick up with different seasons. So St. Patrick's Day. So we are starting to release like new St. Patrick's Day, new Valentine's, wreath signs, things like that. Just trying to keep up with the trends, keep ahead of you all. Sometimes that's a little hard. All right, these are 10-inch strips. I'm cutting this. So this kit came with 2 rolls of mesh. And the first roll I cut at 20 inches. The second roll I am cutting at 10 inches. Oh, and then trying to find time for my family, my grandchildren. Eli was feeling a little bit under the weather, so I kept him home. Just because he wasn't like contagious or anything, but with exertion, his cough would get bad, would get really harsh. And so just kept him calm. It's a lot. Each booth is 10 by 10 or 10 by 12. Yes, that is a lot. I'm not going to lie. That's a lot of setup and tear down. Hopefully you've got recruited some great help. I hope. You know, back when I used to smoke, and that's so weird to say that. Back when I used to smoke, I had to have somebody else with me because, you know, you had to leave and have a cigarette break. But I'm like, how do people do it by themselves? Because, you know, you still have to go potty, right? I know myself, I used to befriend like the person next to me, and we would kind of like tag team it so that if she or he needed to walk away, then we would watch each other's booth. So that always works out well too. If you're in a good area that you can trust the person. And you do it all yourself, Debbie. You are one strong woman. But you know what? That keeps us in shape too, right? Keeps us going. Once we start getting sedentary, it's all downhill from there. Okay. I'm just about done here. Let me see if I can get one more. I don't know how many, so I haven't counted them. But I'm sure I probably have 36 of those. All right. So we've got the mesh cut. So what I'm going to be doing, I was going to put some glue on here. So I stapled some pipe cleaners here. I'm just going to put a little spot of glue on top of the staples just because it gives it a second layer. Sometimes those staples might work loose or pop out. And so that's my second layer of protection right there. Carrie, you do it by yourself. You guys, I'm telling you, I haul a 21-foot trailer and it's pretty well full from front to back. So I haul a lot. I think at this last, I don't even know how many wreaths I took to the last show. It was probably somewhere around 80. So, you know, it's a lot to unload. Correct, it keeps going and have been single mom, 4 boys. Yep. Never a dull moment. Absolutely, Debbie. Yep. Just keep on swimming. Keep on swimming. That's for sure. All right, let's get this ready so this kit also comes with all 4 rolls of this ribbon. Super excited. I'll put it in an order here in a moment. And of course the 15-inch elevated work frame we're going to be using as our base. So this time, I know a lot of times I do the Ruffle or woodland ruffle or whatever you want to call it. And when I do my bases, but this time we're going to do a little bit of twist on it. So we're going to start out with that 20-inch strips I've got down here on the floor. And let me get the bottom row. I always start on the outer ring. That way, when I go to do the top layer, the top ring, I'm not having to maneuver the mesh. So remember, all mesh will fray, but the more you handle it, the more it will fray. So the idea is to keep as little handling as possible. So I am going to do a little curl on the end. And then I'm going to do another little curl on this end. This is a 20-inch strip. And then I'm just going to kind of pull it together. I'm going to do it curl side up, meaning the curls are going to be facing up, and put that right there. So I'm going to just twist this once because we're going to come back in here and we're going to add on the next round. Actually, we could probably do these together. Hang on. Let's just see. Let's see what our bundle. This is the only time I use a bow dabra. Do y'all know what a bow dabra is? This is a bow dabra. And you know what I use it for? This right here. Boom. It's a second pair of hands for me. So, Carrie, you wood burn everything. Girl, if I wood burned everything, I would not be productive. Let me tell you. Not be productive. But I will tell you, doing this method, so think about when you do, okay, so I'm going to put 2 curls together, and we're going to put those right inside on top of that. So if you think about it, when you do this method, you're taking the raw edges and you're putting them on the inside of that curl. So that allows your edges that would potentially fray be totally protected inside of that curl. So there's no need for me anyway, it would not be necessary to burn that at all because the raw edge is going to be in the middle. Rose, thank you, girl. How are you? Thank you, thank you. Y'all, I think the 4th quarter is upon us, right? All right, I'm going to skip this one, and that's because I'm going to jump over here, and I'm going to do the next bundle. But then then I'll come back and do this one, and that way it'll lay nicely right here on top of these 2, rather than try to squish it in, and it just lays nicer that way. Well, hey, Miss Teresa, how are you? Happy Monday. Y'all, thank you so much for spreading the love, because like I said, that is one way that you can help a business owner, is just get the word out, spread some love. You know, let other people know that I'm live. You know, let them know, especially if they're crafty, tell them to come on over and hang out while we make this Christmas tree. And then also, or just tag somebody in the comments and let them know that we're live. It just really helps the reach. I'm good. Got my ribbon order just in the nick of time. Teresa. Yeah, I don't think I've packed yours yet. I got most of the orders done today. Well, I got all of Friday and Saturday's orders done. Let's just put it that way. I know that for a fact. Saturday and Sundays, or Friday and Saturdays. Yeah, a lot of you took advantage of that big sale I had on Christmas ribbon. And if you're just joining the month of November, you're going to want to make sure you are right here during the Lunch and Learn. So, from 12 Central Time to 1 every Monday, I'm going to be doing a new design. And I have guest speakers coming in, guest designers, not speakers. They're really designers. So far, Cody Henshaw is booked, and Donna Mullins from On a Whim Designs will be here. I talked to my friend how she ordered from you. Ah, Teresa, bless her heart. That's exciting. Look at you. So yeah, be sure to come back on every Monday, or obviously watch the replay if you can't be here, because it is a lunch and learn. But the fun thing is that every year during November, I give back to the community. So I've got some really great surprises. And in the past, I've done things like, oh, does he really, Teresa? That's awesome. Cody lives near her. So I've done things like giving away gift certificates. I've given out bow makers. I've given out membership to my business coaching group. Just different things, but just a way to give back, to show you guys how much I appreciate you all year long. Chester, Virginia, yep. I wanted to go to one of his retreats, and I'm telling you, with having Emma and Eli now, I can't just pick up and go like I used to. I mean, it's a journey. Like, just to go to North Carolina, you know, manage the childcare to get them on the bus, and then make sure somebody's here to get them off the bus. And, of course, get all their laundry done and the meal planning before I leave. And, yeah, it's a journey now. It's a journey. And trust me, like Wreath Makers Live, he has one next year. Yeah. I want to go to Wreath Makers Live, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to manage it. I can't take them with me. Unless Damon and Julie want to open up a child care center. Maybe that's a suggestion. Maybe I'll give Julie a holler and tell her, hey. Wouldn't that be funny? I'm sure she would jump right on that. Like, they don't have anything else better to do. Nothing else better. My beautiful wreath from last month's wreath kit sold on Etsy. Linda, you mean this one? This is by far one of my favorite wreath kit of the month. So, so I have a subscription group where you get a wreath kit every month automatically delivered to you. And of course you can unsubscribe at any time, but it sells out every month. I don't have any open spots, so I'll tell you that right now. I did make some adjustments so that at the beginning of the year I can take on some new members, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Not as many as I think I'm needed. Mine sold also, Teresa. I know mine would too if I would list it. I have sat down 3 different times saying, I'm not going to get up until I list it. Still don't have it listed. Still don't. Some days I'm just lucky I wear underwear. That's all. Let alone get that wreath listed. Oh, you sold yours, Karen, at the craft fair. I discovered last week. Oh, that's awesome. Good for you, Karen. That's exciting. Yeah, so this little guy, he was definitely, let me see if I can get zoomed in on him. One of my all-time favorite wreath kits of the month. Right up with, we did a wreath kit last spring. It was for a patriotic, and it had an eagle. So each kit has an exclusive sign. The only way you can get this sign is in the wreath kit of the month. And so we did one with an eagle, a patriotic, and the eagle was just so stunning and regal. And the accessories that I put with that kit, it just turned out so flippin' awesome. I loved it. Loved it. And it also, that one I didn't list, but it sold the very next day. Somebody from the live bought it. So, yeah. Yes. You want to make some sales? Get on the wreath kit subscription. There you go. All right, let me zoom back out here. And there we go. Okay, done. Okay, let's jump on down here and see what's happening. All right, so I'm doing these little bundles where we're doing a woodland ruffle with a 20-inch mesh. Do a couple curls, Then on top of that, we're adding 2 10-inch curls. So 10-inch. So in essence, what this is doing, it's giving you a lot more volume with the curls, but not a lot of thickness. Do you see so far? It's really a fun technique. And it also jives really well too if you are using a couple of different colors of mesh. You can do whatever suits your fancy, because guess what? You're the designer. You get to choose. You get to choose. Oh yeah. All right. So do you see how I'm doing this one, then I come back and put the center one, and that is so that these lay nicely on the ones on the side and they're not all bunched up. Janice from Florida, first time on this site. Well, welcome, Janice. You are in a great spot to be right now. I'm Stephanie Williams. I'm the owner of Festive Creations by Stephanie, and we are making a Christmas wreath tonight. This is actually a wreath kit that I carry in my shop. I sell supplies to make wreaths. So glad you stopped in. The more the merrier. You guys know that, right? The more the merrier. And I always love to hear where you're from. So I'll ask you that every time. There's certain people that I know automatically when I see them because they've been following me for a while, like Peggy Forbes. Yep, Jacksonville, Florida, right there. Diana, Florida. So there's some people I can just automatically tell you where they're from, but I still like to hear it. I just invited my friend Tina. She bought this one from you. Oh, Teresa, yeah. So this will turn out to be a tutorial, and I'm also recording this live on YouTube right now. So if you are watching on YouTube, hello, hello, glad you stopped in. But this will be the tutorial for this wreath kit. And I have a blog. A blog is something where I park a lot of my videos. That's one thing I didn't tell you guys about. Bridget from Clint. What? Bridget, girl, you know I'm right outside of Decatur, right? Right? I think I knew that, though. I think that I knew that. Moberly, Missouri. Never heard of it, but that's right. I thought so. I thought that we had talked about that before. When you get a wreath kit from me, you get a guide like this. This is actually like a recipe card. A recipe card. So what it's saying is if you received a wreath kit and it has a rectangle sign, 2 rolls of ribbon or 2 rolls of mesh, 3 rolls of ribbon, and a frame, go watch that video. Now, it's not going to be the exact same mesh. It's not going to be the exact same sign as the video, but the technique is there. The measurements are there. The recipe is there. So I have different recipes on both sides. So every kit comes with these. Teresa taught me. I bought a kit. I'm so excited, Tina. Welcome. Welcome to the wonderful world of wreath making. Caution, word of caution, it can be addictive. I'm not going to lie. Teresa, that's awesome. Thank you so much. See, it's stuff like that that helps us so much as a small business owner. You know, it can be a journey sometimes, right? To own your own business and you're the only one responsible to drive traffic to your website or grow your Facebook page or send out emails, do social media posts and all that stuff. So it's a lot to do. And so everything like that just helps so much, so tremendously. So I truly appreciate it. Okay, we are on the last one on the bottom row. Start on the top row. So we did 10 of these bundles on the bottom. Let's go up here to the top and we're going to do 8 more. Addictive, but great fun. Jenny, absolutely. And it's therapeutic. Did you guys know? And if your husbands or partners or whoever ever gives you a hard time, there are 2 great reasons to be crafting. Number 1, it is great for your fine motor skills. So, you know, those little things. Remember when toddlers are first trying to learn how to do buttons and zippers and things like that? It is great for your fine motor skills and it keeps you active, you know, your hands and things active. The second thing is it's great for your mental health because it helps with depression. It helps with self-esteem and so many other things. So it really is proven to be quite helpful in those 2 ways, especially. So don't let anybody tell you that you cannot do it. My favorite is when the guys are like, you've got too many craft items, you know, or your craft room's too full or whatever, you know, you got too many totes in the garage. Well, you know what? How many tools you got? Or I've never seen you use that ribbon. Well, I've seen you have that jackhammer. But you had to have that jackhammer and you've never used it. Touche, pussycat. Touche. I know, because I'm married to one. 30 minutes from in Holtz Summit. Okay, I agree. It is great for mental health, Bridget. It keeps you from killing people. Diana, you know, there's another great reason. Girl. Yeah, we don't want any massacres on our hands, that's for sure. That's for sure. But, you know, it's an escape almost. It just lets you recharge and reset. Just recharge and reset. Okay, we're on the home stretch here. Janet, hello, another Floridian in the house. Janet, I was saying earlier that, you know, I always ask you guys to tell me where you're from, but there are certain people that I know just by looking at their name where you're from. So there's another Floridian. I was going to say same keeps you from hurting someone. Yes. Sometimes you just have to escape to the craft room. Absolutely. Even if it's just to organize your mesh or your ribbon. All right. Oops. Don't do that. They're having a fight between the 2 of them. All right, let's go back down here and look at the progress. We've got, what, about 6 more to do, and then we're going to start having fun with ribbon. So, I really didn't. This kit comes with 2 2.5-inch ribbon and 2 1.5-inch ribbon. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. I love it when someone is happy to buy something for their home as a gift that I've made. And Jenny, you know, it's so funny because last week when we were at Mastermind, somebody had mentioned that they were having problems selling their product. And do you know what the group we explained to that person? Stop trying to sell your product. Start solving a problem for someone. And what I mean by that is if somebody stops at my booth or they're stopping, you know, if I'm doing an in-person event, it's because they're interested. They saw something that sparked their eye. But they're probably looking to have a pretty decoration because they're going to entertain, or maybe they want to do a new wall in the house or whatever it is. So it's our job to help them find the right thing for their environment. And sometimes it's not going to be our product, but if we can help that customer, potential person, customer, find the right thing and solve their problem for them, like the right size, and give them, advice on where to put things and how to put things and how, all that. Stop trying to sell your product and start helping to solve that problem, the decorator's problem, or whatever it is you sell. I love that. Tina and Yvonne are hooking up. Yeah. All right. So a couple more here. I'm getting warm and I'm in a sweatshirt. Got all the Tinas in the house tonight. It's a Tina night. That one did not come out as tight as I wanted it. So yeah, if you're just joining, make sure you all come back in just next week. Next Monday starts our Thankful November. Thankful November is where I give back to you guys. And so every Monday during the month of November, I'm going to be doing a lunch and learn. I'm going to have special guests. I'm going to be doing giveaways. It's the one month that I give back to my community. It's one way that I can say thank you. And so Thankful November. Did I miss where you got the Mary sign? Carol, you mean this one? This one? Yeah, it is such a weird, it's like clay, right? And it's actually posable or bendable. But I bought this at, oh Lord, child. Is that Michael's? Hang on. I don't know whose tag that is. Look, I haven't even taken off the tag. Can you see that tag? That's where I got it. Isn't that fun? Well, thanks, Yvonne. Awesome. Wait a minute, I missed a comment here. I always suggest inside wreaths for wall decor. Absolutely. You know, they're great for mantles. Look, Stephanie, stop, pay attention here. Great for decorating mantles, but you know, I have my dear friend, I made her a wreath, and she has this saying, it's a good day to have a good day. And so the wreath has a sign on it that says it's a good day to have a good day. It's all in like beachy colors, and she hangs, it's right inside in our foyer on our wall. And it's the first thing that people see when they walk into her home. And she's moved. I mean, she bought it when she lived close to me, and now she's moved, and she still hangs it on her wall. So, you know, it's a statement piece, right? It's part of her personality. Not to mention that, you know, I gave it to her. That makes a difference too. But it truly is her personality. And capturing that in our customers and helping them find just the right thing. It may not be our product, but we can definitely get them in the right direction, right? Get them going in the right direction. All right, somehow, I don't know how I did that, but I'm just gonna run with it. We're near the end. Nearing the end. Hang on a second, I missed the comment. The camera wasn't facing where I could see the tag. It wasn't? Oh, shoot. Hang on. My bad. I thought I was on the table view. There we go. This tag. That's the tag. There's the back side of the tag. Hang on. Maybe it says something there. No, I got Menards. It's Menards. That's where I got it. And knowing me, I probably got it on clearance. Thank you for mentioning that, because I did not realize I had the wrong camera on. Hobby Lobby, yeah, and actually, well, on the back side, it says something about Menards. Go to menards.com. And we do have a Menards that's close to us. And I like to go to their seasonal spots. They have, you know, things that other stores, very unique. Yeah, I don't know, does, because we don't have a Home Depot that's within our area. Does Home Depot do that? Or you have, like seasonal things that are kind of unique? I don't know, do other hardware stores? Menards is a pretty big store, so I was just curious. South Dakota in the house. Hey, Serena. I know I got your order packed today. Yay, look, I did get something accomplished. We don't have a Menards here at Tampa. Okay, that you know of. So do you have like a Home Depot? Is that what you have? Folks, either or like we also have a Lowe's too that's nearby. In fact, they're almost across from each other. But if I travel to St. Louis, they have Home Depot down there. Home Depot and Lowe's. Okay. Yep. They have, okay, they both have. So Lowe's this year, my husband and I went, we're in the middle of trying to remodel our kitchen. And the hardest part is making decisions. So we were in at Lowe's, and they, right at the beginning of Halloween season, and they had the coolest outdoor Halloween figures. I'm telling you, if we had an extra $800 just laying around, we would have owned them all. I think they were so, because it was all like band related. One was playing a guitar and drums, and there was just all kinds of things happening there. So it was super fun. But, you know, it's like, well, you only have it outside for 6-8 weeks, and then you got to store it for a year. It's kind of hardly worth doing that. I thought I still had, there we go. I knew I still had one more. Our Menards and Home Depot are across from each other. The Lowe's is closer to our house. Oh, there you go. Sweet. Lowe's Halloween is 75%. But Debbie, the things that we liked, they were gone. I was in there last Sunday, and they're gone. They're gone. So we missed out. It wasn't meant to be, I'm guessing. Just wasn't meant to be. Okay, we are wrapping it up. This is the last curl here. And now we're going to break out some ribbon. So I know one of the things that we're going to be covering during the month of November on our Lunch and Learn that you guys have talked about, that is your pain point, and that is how to pair up ribbon, how to make a bow. So stay tuned, because I've got some exciting stuff and some exciting guest speakers coming in November to help you with some of that. You're also, we're going to be doing a teardrop swag in November. We'll be doing, I don't know if I want to do, okay, so this kit comes, hang on, squirrel. This kit comes with this sign. It also comes with this fun pick. I love this pick. This pick is actually exclusive. I had this pick designed. So I'm the only company that has that pick. Isn't that fun? I love it. But how do I want to approach this? I like the whimsical. I like it up here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think that's what I'm going to do right here. Did the kiddos go trick-or-treating? If so, what costumes? So yes, they will be going trick-or-treating, Serena. Yvonne, every Monday, Yvonne asked if there'll be a free class. So yes, they are free classes. They're Lunch and Learn all month during the month of November. From 12 to 1 p.m. Central Time. And, you know, I might go a little bit over, or some of the designers might go a little bit over, but I'm trying to keep it in that 1 hour time frame. So every Monday in the month of November, I actually have an event set up for it. So if you go to my events page, you can accept, you know, an invite or say you're going, so that Facebook can remind you about it. But yeah, so the camera isn't above you. There you go. How about that? How about that view, huh? Is that better, Tina? Thank you all for keeping me on my toes. Love that. Okay, so the kids are going to go. Eli is a vampire. And Emma, what do you call Emma? She's a creepy little clown face. Her costume is red and black. They both get makeup. You know, the schools won't let you wear masks. So we chose costumes that did not require a mask, but they both have to have makeup. So their Halloween party is this Friday. And Heather's daughter, she's also in Emma's class. So we will probably take a little hiatus to go get our kids ready for the Halloween party at school. And then they do a Halloween parade. So it'll be fun. It will be fun. Okay. Now we've got that in there. Is that a better view, y'all? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So let's talk ribbon. Now, I put the sign on first because there's no sense in putting ribbon underneath there. No, no, no. We're going to play with ribbon. Actually, I kind of like. So you get all 4 rolls of this ribbon. And let me open. Exactly. Sounds fun. Memories. I'm telling you, we are making some memories. All right. That's for sure. Okay. 2.5, 2.5. I'll be breaking out the Easy Bow Maker here in a minute. And of course, these little, the colors, that emerald green, lime green, red, and white, perfect for our elf or, you know, like a green monster, AKA Grinch. But we don't do Grinch because it's copyrighted. Right? No copyright violations. Please, please, please. I love it. Love it. Okay. All right, so here's what I think I'm going to do. We're going to try all this. Let's do, if I do that, we're going to make some 12-inch tails, maybe 12 or 10. Yeah, 12-inch tails. So we're going to make, I've covered up one of these for sure. So we're going to make about, well, there's 18 twist ties, but I'm going to make 16 because I've got a couple of them covered up. So we're going to do 16, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And by the way, as I'm unraveling this, if you've never gotten a wreath kit from Festive Creations, please note that you get the entire roll of ribbon. So I know some designers or some people that put wreath kits together, and they'll give you like a few yards, maybe 5 yards of ribbon. But I am so much more into wanting you to be free to design it your way. I want you to be creative. If you need more than 5 yards, I want you to have it. Maybe, and I always say, I teach in-person bow classes, and the same table can have the same exact ribbon, and one person used the entire roll of ribbon and the person next to them used about half of it. So it's just going to be your technique, and as you're practicing and all that kind of stuff, I want you to have that flexibility to have the whole roll of ribbon. And then if you have some left over, kudos to you. Good for you, because now you can take it and make something fun with your leftover ribbon. All right. So we're going to start out with this emerald green on the bottom. Do you sell the ribbon board? Tina, if you text me the word rail, are you on my text message notifications? I'm trying to look for my text number. I usually have it handy. If you're on my text message notifications, text me the word rail, and it will show you, I'll give you the information on how to get that ribbon tail board. There you go. Text me the word rail to 217-395-5348 and I'll send you all the details. Okay. And thank you so much, you newcomers. I love having new people in the house. Inspiring, and it's exciting for me. All right. Let's do the same thing with our 2.5 in the red dots. Let's do 16 of these. I love that you send forward and mesh in your kits, frustrating and diminishing to each. Yes, and that's a great way to put it, Serena, because it does diminish your ability to be creative. I want you to do that. You know, maybe you want to add 2 bows, not just one, or, you know, whatever. I want you to be creative. What ribbon maker with the 4 sticks in the center called? Do you sell them? Teresa. Hang on. Yes, I do. It's called, here you go. Ugh. This one right here, it's called M's Bow and Go. And yes, I do have these available. They're in stock in my shop at festivecreationsbystephanie.com. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Hang on. 8, 16. Yeah. 8. Okay, I think I got that right. If not, you know what? We'll adjust. Adapt and overcome, right? I'm telling you, I really like. Yes, can I add one to my order, same box or if I didn't ship yours today, I don't know if it's already been shipped. Did you get an email that said it's been shipped, Teresa? If not, throw it in there, but and we'll combine it. I'll look for it in the morning, or I'll tell Heather to look for it. Heather will be back tomorrow. No email yet? Okay. That's a good sign if you haven't gotten an automated email that your items have been shipped. And, you know, nothing breaks my heart worse than when, okay, true story. I get the weirdest emails, friends, the weirdest emails. Hear me out. Now, y'all know Festive Creations has been around for a while. My policy has always been no returns, no refunds, unless it's something that we did wrong. I'll always make that right. But people think, I don't know what they think. So this week, I've gotten 2 emails. Please cancel that order. We don't cancel orders. I wasn't ready to check out yet. Or I was checking on something else or something like that. Or I can't have it right now or something like that. I mean, it's just like really different and lame thing. The one today, I wish I could remember exactly how she worded it. But she's like, and please confirm that I've canceled her order. Well, first of all, you know, when it's just me, well, it doesn't matter whether it's just me or just me and Heather. I don't live in front of my computer. Obviously, I am doing other tasks. And so, as it turns out, she sent an email at 1:30 a.m. and wanted a response. Well, I didn't check my email. I'm busy packing orders because that's number one, is getting your orders out to you, right? And so, anyway, you know, I explained to her that we don't you know, we cannot be in front of the computer. But what gets me is if you didn't want the order to begin with, then why did you put your payment in? Why did you enter a payment? You had to actually enter an address, a payment, and all the things, and click the button. And it even says, are you sure? I look you up most of the time when I need supplies because I get them pretty fast. Lucinda, absolutely. We're actually known to be so quick at getting out. And I was thinking about that today. Hang on a second. 2, 4, 6. Okay, good. 6, 7. Hang on. And then one more. So I was thinking about that today. I was like, you know, we do kind of have an advantage here in Illinois because we don't have hurricanes. I mean, we might have an occasional tornado, but not like devastation like those hurricanes do down south. And so many craft supply stores that, you know, the hurricanes really mess them up. So I was like, you know what? That's one good thing is why we can always get your products shipped ASAP. Now, sometimes, of course, the hurricanes do mess with the delivery, right? If you're living down there in Louisiana, the mail truck cannot get through to deliver your products. I can get it shipped fast, but the mail truck can't get through for whatever reason. But we'll get it out the door ASAP. Snowstorms, we don't have those Michigan snowstorms, but by golly, it might slow down your order because the mail trucks can't get through. Oh, snow. Yuck. I don't even want to think about it yet. We do get, usually February is our worst month here in Illinois. It used to be a lot sooner than that, but mostly in February you can count on not having some wonderful weather. I still want more fall. I don't know about you all. Actually, it's supposed to warm up here in Illinois. Today was the coolest. It was like 72 or something today. And then now the next couple of days, it's going to be back up in the 80s. This is probably going to be our Indian summer. It'll probably be the end of that warm weather. Okay, we're cooking with, so I'm trying to decide if I want to do this one too. Okay, so you know what? Whenever I'm on the fence about it, I will do a sample. So let's do a sample and see how we like it. That's the best way to do it. Serena said, when I was placing my order, my hubby was helping me get it finalized. I kept saying, don't forget the discount code. Exactly. Don't forget the discount. Because we can't add the discount code after you've placed your order. No, no, no. Cannot do it. All right. Good point, Serena. Okay, so my thought is that I'm going to start out with this one, add this one. I like the color, but I want this one on top. So let's see what all 4 of those look. Kind of overcast, and it looks like tomorrow is going to even be better. Some rain. You know how California is, and we're in the 60s now. Virginia, yeah. Yeah. No, no thanks. And I hate it when you've got that overcast in California. Just hate it. It just makes your life miserable. I don't know how else to explain it. Okay. I'm not sad, but I'm not thrilled either. Hang on. What y'all think? Okay, that I don't mind. That I don't mind. I like it that way. Okay, now I'm happy. I had to get it laid the way I wanted it. So I like it where these colors are in the center and it's breaking up the other color. Can you guys see that very well? I don't know how well you can see it. Hey, Stephanie. New Mexico in the house. Hey, Terry. Friends, I am roasting. I am roasting. Yeah, this kit comes with all 4 rolls of this ribbon. So you really have the flexibility to do pretty much whatever you want to. It's a night for, we made chili last night and we don't get too many overcast days because I'm in, oh, okay. Remember, we just went from triple digits down to 80s, 90s, and now in the 60s and 70s. Virginia, well, Illinois has been 34 in the morning and 84 in the afternoon. No lie. It's like Mother Nature is on having some menopause. That's for sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Hang on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And one more. Okay. What part of, oh, okay. I love it. See, this is why it's so important to me that you guys tell me where you're from, because I watch the conversation and I'm like, and you guys immediately are like, what part are you from? Oh, well, you're only, you know, the next town over. And you guys, I don't know how many friendships and relationships have been built just by simply sharing where you work or where you live. I mean, it's just amazing to me. And this community is so awesome. If you are a part of another community that is negative Nelly, get out of it. Get out of there. We don't need negativity in our lives. Look, we ain't got time for that. It's so much better to lift other people up and takes a lot of less energy. See, look at that Albuquerque. Look at you. Love that for you, Marilyn and Rachel. Cool beans. Oh, the children are about their bedtime. What's the best pair? Oh, Tina, that's an easy peasy. Okay. Y'all, Tina just asked the loaded question. What are the best pair of scissors you recommend? By far, it's these. These are Fiskars, and they are, actually have an affiliate link to them. They're 10 inches long. They're shears. They're actually shears. The only thing I use them on is my ribbon. And do you know how long I've had these shears? People that have been around for a while will know, but I've had these since 2017 and I've never had them sharpened. Never. Never, never. They are by far my favorite scissors. And I tried others. Yeah, I've tried other scissors prior to that. And once I found the Fiskars, that was a no-brainer. No going back. You're welcome, Tina. I have fellow wreath makers close by. Ah, there you go. Awesome. That's a yay, Terry. Good for you. See? Building relationships. But my husband's home and whatever. He still has family there. Alamogordo? I don't know. Look, I'm sure in Illinois we probably have weird names too. But I can't pronounce that, Marilyn. You got me on that one. Okay, so now we're gonna rock and roll. And so from here, I'm just gonna make a few stacks. So it'll go a little more like a factory line. I was born and raised in Alamo. Oh, Terry, that's awesome. Anytime you can do a repetition, it's actually gonna cut down on your time. So we're going to do stacks. And time is money. When you're doing this, to actually make a profit, time is definitely money. That's for sure. I'm going to do that one on top. So if you count the hours that it takes you to finish a design, usually if I'm not on camera, It usually takes me about an hour to do a mesh wreath. Just a basic mesh wreath, you know, nothing over the top, over the moon, whatever I'm trying to say. And hey, I know I'm going to repeat this several times tonight, but if you haven't heard yet, starting Monday, next Monday, the first Monday in November, I will be doing Thankful November, where I give back to the community. And I've got some special designers coming up during the month of November. We're going to be doing some special events. I'm going to be doing giveaways. And this will be my 5th year in a row that I've done Thankful November, where I give back to you. It's like the only time, it just seems like the right time and the appropriate time to just let you guys know how thankful I am for you. And so that's why I chose to do this in November. Is what are you thankful for? I'm thankful for each and every one of you guys. So I try to show that in November and go all out. I'm not, desert anymore. Winds up to 35 miles an hour and gusts up to 50. Virginia, And yeah, and in the desert, oh, girl, I can almost imagine that hurts. Blowing that stuff around. Hey, 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 come on in and say hey. We're getting close to the end of our wreath kit tonight. Will we be able to replay it? Yes, everything, Tina, will be available for replay. So it's, I'll probably end up putting it in a special playlist. And then I will also add it to my blog. If you've never been to my blog, folks, go to festivecreationsblog.com. And you're going to see a lot of tutorials. A lot of it I've edited out, like the chit chat, and it's more like the directions only. So it just kind of makes things a little easier when you're just wanting the instructions and not the socialization. I love it. I see a rendezvous in your future. Love that. Yes. So if you text me, if you text me the word alert, that will get you on my notifications, and then I'll text you when I go live. I also text you if there's like any specials going on, any sales going on, or anything fun, I'll text you on your birthday if I remember. I'm usually pretty good at it. I try to remember birthdays. So when you sign up for my text message, it asks you for your birthday. That's the only reason that I get your birthday, is so that I can wish you a happy birthday. And I usually send you guys a coupon or something on your birthday. I just started doing that recently. So yeah, text me the word alert, and that way you can get notifications. Also, did you know, or do you care, if you're on your phone or iPad right now, if you just tap on the screen, up in the corner, I think it's this corner over here. I can't do it on mine because I'm live on it. But up in the corner, you'll see 3 little dots. And if you click on those dots, you will actually have the option to follow me here on Facebook. So, and you can also turn on notifications. So Facebook can notify you when when something's going on. And I'm always got things popping on my page. Always. By the way, it's my grandson's 10th birthday today. If you did not watch my reel, y'all got to go see that reel. So he wasn't quite a year old yet. And so Friday, I was looking for a photo. I wanted to do like a before, you know, when he was young, and then a now picture. And I ran across this video, and it's my favorite video of him. And like I said, he's not quite 1 yet, but he is telling the tallest tale to his dad. And I mean, if you gotta watch the reel, because the hands are going, and he's like, rah, 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 rah. And I can't even duplicate it, because you just can't. He's a baby, and he was adorable. I'm gonna probably threaten him once he gets teenage years and starts dating with that video. Because it's so cute. Thank you, Miss Teresa. Yeah, so we had, Mom and Dad had his birthday party yesterday at Sky Zone. It was like a trampoline park. Thank you, Kim. And so we went there, and Emma and Eli got to go. And then today was his actual birthday, so but he had school. But Mom and Dad took him out to dinner tonight, his choice. So he's had a great day. He's had a good day and a good birthday. Thank you, Miss Charlotte. 10 years old. It's hard to believe. Our grandkids are getting so flipping old. We're not getting old, but they are. I don't know how the heck that happens. Okay, let me put this back up here. I don't know how I got moved. But look at our ribbon. Yay! I'm loving it. You guys liking these colors together? See how quick that went once I had all these kind of bundled together? Let's see if we can do the last set of bundles. There we go. It just goes quicker. There's a reason that the factory line has the same person doing the same job over and over, because it's efficiency. So when you do the same job over and over, it creates more efficiency. And I think a lot of it has to do with your brain doesn't have to rework itself to go on to the step and repeat the step all over again. That's my theory anyway. I told my granddaughter she's catching... Charlotte, exactly. How is that happening? Could you move to... Oh, yeah, the over camera. Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, because a lot of times I think I'm on the overhead camera and poof, just like that, Tina comes along and says, hey, we'd like to see what you're doing. But this is just, I'm repeating the same process in all 18 twist ties. Now, I will tell you, oh, hang on, where did I put it? I did cut one too many of these. Do not throw that away. If you don't have that special drawer yet, get that special drawer. Somebody was asking about M's Bow and Go a minute ago. Those pieces in the M's Bow and Go are a great fit. Marilyn said, my oldest just turned 20 years old. My middle grandson turned 17. Oh, Marilyn. Oh, my gosh. I was manufacturer for 30 years. So Debbie said, yes, she was in manufacturing for 30 years. I was in healthcare for 42, but I just think about that efficiency. Yes. Doing the same task over and over makes it more efficient. Thank you for confirming what I suspected. Okay. We're on a roll. We've got just a couple more on the bottom, and then we're going to switch to the top. And then we're going to play with this little guy right here. That also comes in the wreath kit. And we're going to look at some bow magic. Some bow magic. There's a lot of Tinas on tonight. Anybody else notice that? It must be Tina Eve. I tell my son he's getting older while I'm saying, yeah. Marilyn, for years and years and years, I've told my kids I'm celebrating the X anniversary of my 29th birthday. They've almost caught up with me. Yep. My oldest son just turned 40. How old is Michael? Born in 10/8/81, so he's 43. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how that happens. But I will tell you, I told my doctor, I am not going to grow old gracefully. I'm going to go grow old kicking and screaming. But, and another token, you know, being in healthcare as long as I have and seeing so many different people with different conditions and, you know, how their lifestyle had to change because of a medical condition, I'm so flippin' grateful that I have my health, you know, and sometimes I just have to stop and go, thank goodness. Thank goodness. You know, I had one of my dear cousins, she ended up getting ALS and she passed away at a very young age. Well, she was in her 60s, but that's still too young. I'm sorry. It's still too young. Next month, I'm having surgery on the 7th to get implants put in my, be able to eat. Cost a ton of money, but I want to eat. Virginia, absolutely. Eating is not overrated. Eating is good. And exactly. See, things like that. Okay, at least I can eat. I'm grateful for that. So very grateful. Definitely screaming Marilyn, right? Yeah. Well, I can't get my leg up very high these days either, so the kicking will be to a minimum as well. All righty. Ta-da. Look at that. Y'all, I cannot believe we are actually starting to get spring and Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day coming in hot. Like, can I at least get through Christmas? I haven't even got all of my Christmas designing done. I've got so much to do. Yeah, so those leftover pieces of ribbon are great accents to add to any bow, you know, if the color will jive with, you know, whatever it is you're working with. But I definitely save my leftover. And, you know, you can add them to like a wall hanger. You don't need big pieces to do that. It's just kind of handy. Now, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but this emerald green is just beautiful. It's that fine shimmer glitter, and it's not a heavy glitter, so you'll notice that you don't see glitter all over my table. That's because that glitter doesn't flake off. I started buying that type of ribbon last year, and I'm really pleased. It's going to be called shimmer glitter or fine glitters. I don't remember. There's a couple of different names, styles of it. Now, once you start getting into that heavy, chunkier ribbon, that does kind of shed a little bit. That's where we, you know, find ribbon in our bra or wherever. Thank you, Charlotte. I know, I'm really, really digging it myself. I am too. All right, I've got two more. One here, one here. Perfect. That was perfect. So I cut 16 tails. Even though there's 18 twist ties, my sign is actually covering up 2 of those twist ties. So I didn't cut ribbon and, you know, use up that ribbon. So now we can save that to use in a bow or on a different project. But we'll definitely have some ribbon left over out of this project. And that's after putting ribbon tails in each of the twist ties, well, 16 of the twist ties. Don't be afraid to bring out that color. All of those colors jam really nice with that sign. All right, Another thing too, if you are new to wreath making, or maybe you just want a little helpful hint from Heloise, when you're designing, see how the ribbon is touching the sign but not covering it up. Having that connection, that physical connection, if you put the sign or a focal point totally separate and it's not cohesive with the rest of it, it's going to look disconnected and it's going to look out of place. So try to have your elements like just barely brush. One person put it very well, holding hands. So it's just barely brushing the sign, holding hands, not married, not on top of it, but just barely touching the edge, and that makes it look more cohesive. It really is a nice way to make it all blend together. And if I did not realize that at first, and you know, I kept looking at my designs going, why does it look off? Why does it look unbalanced? And that's what it was, just simply by bringing that around and just touching, holding hands, holding hands. All right, this guy also comes with this wreath kit, and I love because it's so whimsical. Definitely having fun with that one. So I'm gonna leave it whole. I know you can't see it right now. I'm gonna leave that whole, and I'm going to use a couple of the twist ties to actually attach it. But first I'm gonna get rid of this. So I'm gonna get rid of the stem. We don't need that long stem. There we go. And I'm going to use one of the twist ties here. And the one down towards the base of this, right here. Let me see if I need to move that up a little bit. I might. Let me try moving that up a little bit because we're going to add a bow, so I don't want the bow sitting here. I want it to come up a little. So let's move that just a little more there. Perfect. Okay. I feel better now. Now I can add a bow and it's not going to camouflage this. It's not going to take away from our little whimsical pick here. All right. So actually my bow is going to consist of our red and white polka dots. And I think that's all because I want it to stand out. I want it to like pop off the wreath. And I think the red and white just by itself is going to accomplish that. So let's bring back our easy bow maker. And let's make a bow. So I do want to put some tails on this one. So I'm going to add about, 15, 12 inches, 12 inches. So I'm going to put that in there. Set this. There, that might be a little bit better view, yeah? Okay, good deal. All right, so we're gonna do about 12 inches here. I'm going to bring the loop out to the 6-inch mark, put it in between the dowels, twist it away from me, and push all the way down. Then I'm gonna come over here, ugly side up, 6-inch mark, put it in there, twist away from me. And I'm going to do 3 loops on at this size. So 3 on each side. My favorite part, the bow. You know, and not every wreath has to have a bow. Would this wreath look fine without one? I could probably pull it off. Yep. I would want to camouflage that attachment that we just added on there so that we couldn't see the mechanics, but I think I could pull it off. All right, so now I'm going to do like a 5-inch, and we're going to do a couple of loops in the 5-inch. So I just kind of brought it in a little. And before I get too carried away, all right, I wanted to see how much ribbon I had left on my spool because I would like to do one more smaller loop right here in the center. So we're just going to do just a single loop right there in the center, and that's going to cause the tail to both be on the same side of the dowel. Don't worry, don't stress, we got this. We got this, and look, we killed that roll of ribbon. All gone. Ta-da! I am typically a floral wire person. I don't use pipe cleaners a lot just because I cannot personally get a grip. Like I can't get the pipe cleaners to be tight enough for me, for my liking. I can with a floral wire and I can with a zip tie. All right, so I'm going to slide that floral wire right underneath. Pull it up between. Kind of bring them all together. And then as I lift that off, I'm going to pinch this together right there. Love those red dots. Just use some. Oh, Charlotte, I know. I ended up getting this, and I actually asked for this ribbon by special request. And it was about a year ago. I was like, you know what? You don't have any red and white dots. And so my manufacturer made the 1.5 and 2.5 in this white with red dots, and then he made me red with white dots. Not just me. I mean, it's available for for everybody else too. But yeah, I'm like, how can you not have? I mean, it's like Mickey Mouse. I mean, red and white, of course. All right. So remember, we had those tails both on the same side. So I'm just simply going to take charge of my ribbon, and you have to kind of own your ribbon. You have to teach it what you want it to do. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it behave and go this way, this way. I'm going to cut a little bit of an angle here. And another little angle. That one was crooked. I didn't even have wine. And it came out crooked. There we go. All right, so now, remember we did 3 loops on the bottom at 6 inches. Then we did 2 loops at 5 inches. And then I did that real short one in the middle. So now I'm just simply going to take, see that middle one? It's just going to cover up the mechanics, but it looks like a beautiful bow. Take charge of your ribbon. You got to own it. Make it do what you want it to do. All right, so now I'm going to take that floral wire on the back and I'm going to feed that through our mesh. So let's bring our wreath back over here and let's see. Yes, perfect. That's about right where I want it. And another thing too is you want to avoid putting your floral wire or pipe cleaner right here on a twist tie because it's going to cause your bow to sink down inside the ribbon. So we're going to go a little bit above it so that it'll help the bow kind of float right there on top. We don't want it sucked down inside of the mesh. Well, hi, Miss Olga. Thank you, sister. Okay, get through the mesh. I found a ribbon. That's another thing that I like about the floral wire is it's so much easier for me to feed through the mesh than try to feed a pipe cleaner. Me too, Serena. I feel like it's going to really make a statement, which is what we want, right? All right. see, make sure yep, I'm good on the back side. Hold on, I'll get you a different view here in a second. Trim that pipe cleaner. There should be one more. There it is. All right, I'm going to remove this pipe cleaner so that it goes around a crossbar. I'm so glad I was able to go live tonight. And I'm so glad you guys came and hung out with me while I made this wreath kit. All right, we are on the home stretch. I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to move him just a little more this way. And there we have it. The bow really does remind me of like Mickey Mouse's or Minnie Mouse's bow, right? Hair bow, right? But, oh, thanks, Janet. Thanks, Bridget. So I'll take pictures of it, get it up on the wall and take pictures. By the way, for those of you, Charlotte, you have no idea how much I appreciate you. So one of the things that I did when I moved into this craft room and my last, when I rearranged, is I wanted to make sure I had a white wall behind me and I have a command hook right there. So I have good lighting. All I have to do is once I get done with the live, I turn around, I take my pictures and everything's done. That convenience makes a huge difference. I did bring a couple of other things from the shop that, you know, think about when you get one of the kits or, you know, don't be afraid to add embellishments like these little balls. I thought those would go fun in here too. I also brought down this beautiful sparkling heavy, and it is a heavy glitter. It's got some really thick glitter. But if you wanted to add some more shine to it, you know, we could easily dissect this and take 3 different cuts off of it and add some of this to add some variety. So, you know, don't be afraid to take and enhance the wreath kit and make it your own. Be creative. That's what it's all about. Being creative. Thank you so much, friends, for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, Monday, next Monday, November, whatever, 3rd, I think, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, we will be going live at our Lunch and Learn. Come join me every Monday and my guest designers. You're not going to be disappointed, I promise. All right, friends, have a great rest of your Monday. I'll see you soon.